action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. A chance to check out Dallas's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against Brooklyn, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got Luke Cornett. Ball is out there with MP. Then it's Miller, and it's Salon in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, the 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Then there's John Collins, and it's Wells in at the 3, small forward. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got 2 main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness. And then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Doncic against Ball. Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. And now good.
Oh, yeah, perfect. He has the mid-range in his bag now.
Now Ball. Miller on the wing. Cornette sets a screen. Pulls it from 20. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it's something to behold.
Outside Irving. Ball against Doncic. Launches a 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Ball outside. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Miller. He buries it from 3. Miller's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Doncic passes to Irving. And here's Collins for 3. It's the trifecta.
And that's how you up the ante.
Wow, that is
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Ball. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Salon. Off target from 3-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Stolen. They push it up 4 on 3. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Drains the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, you have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Doncic's feeling it out a bit. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Ball.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
That one's off. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Here's Irving. After the basket by Charlotte. It's rebounded by Salon. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. MP drives in. And a nice finish on the layup. Well, Grant, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who doesn't have MP on their short list for greatest player of all time. He's earned that consideration.
The skill he plays with, the hardware he's collected, he's got as great a case as any. It's impossible to compare players between eras, but without a doubt, MP has been the best in this era.
Here's Salon. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. Number 1, Charlotte. In 3rd, Dallas.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
MP against Irving. Doncic outside. Back to Irving. This one for three. Sinks the tray.
Total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
MP outside. Here's Hill. Cornet sets a screen. They get it back. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
You know, with this free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Grant, everyone has the same goal right now, and that's to have a strong start to the season.
No question, BA. And that could be tough to achieve for teams that might have a new coach. Or if you have a lot of roster changes, teams with continuity tend to have the advantage to start the season.
Now here's Collins, and here's Doncic outside. Can't get it to go, making him over two. Ball finds Miller. Here's Cornet. Collins defending. Here's Hill. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offense.
Irving, no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, I used to love going up and jamming him down like that, guys.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've got a 9-point lead. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Hey, watching a rematch of last year's finals is always fun. They know this team will be gunning for them after the way of Olympics.
Plenty of anticipation for this one from the fans and these two teams, and even us. Some of the league teams, no doubt about it.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Hill. He has 7. Has to MP. Cornet sets a screen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to win a pretty substantial playoff trophy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but that return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Collins. Now here's Doncic. Down low. They need this. Tries again. De Silva with luck. De Silva's got 5 points.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Cornet. Here's Hill. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, you got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's De Silva. 14 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Doncic. It's rebounded by Salon.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass the ball. Miller outside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mavericks trail by 14. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
That looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Ball outside from the arc. And Charlotte, another 3.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Great music supporting those nets. How long can they keep this up there?
Here's De Silva. against Doncic. Sinks that one from the post.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Passes along. Puts up a three. Here's Cornette. And he buries his first look.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard and they are landing some haymakers now.
And looks like an illegal pick was set against the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge. And it would be hard to argue against the call.
And you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Oubre, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Tyson. He had 9 points in his last time out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Daniels passes to Bridges. MP outside. Pass to Tyson. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Oubre passes to Doncic. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Tyson. Back to Bridges. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their stars, they got from their reserves.
But you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. And last game, their bench came alive.
And Dallas making a change here. Kamara's checked in. Charlotte leading by 16. Pass to Bridges. Here's Daniels. Guarded by Doncic. Daniels, that was true.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity of the defensive end for them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the basket by Charlotte. And he gets the bucket.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Man, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Here's Oubre. After the basket by Charlotte. Up top, Robinson. No points so far. And as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ the horse is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
And Dallas making a change here. Marty's checked in.
They showed so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And from distance.
Wow, they don't know if anything out of Doncic's range.
Daniels passes to Bridges. Back to Daniels. Cornette sets a screen. Pulls up. And another basket for Charlotte.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Hardy. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now here's MP. And he also played really well in the win against the Clippers. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 7 points.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early. Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Pass to Doncic. Yep, count it. 10 points for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets feeling confident. 18-point lead to it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, pumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the floor for Charlotte. They've got LaMelo Ball. He's out there with MP. Brandon Miller is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Salon in at the four-man position. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that game.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, BA. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. There's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered a point game performance. He picked up 38 points and was so disruptive defensively, picking up a bunch of steals. A legendary performance that we'll talk about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight, Brian.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And Ball gets it to go.
Well, you gotta love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Pass to Hardy. Wide open look. Miller pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, checking up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Hardy. Lets it go from 14. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Ball passes to MP. Here's Miller. And Charlotte, another three.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Kamari. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Launches it. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And it's Irving off the drive. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
4 on the clock. He shoots. And it's Charlotte with another.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Hardy, the pass to Irving. Over MP. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. Yeah, they've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Timeout call. The Mavericks. season, these were the NBA's best transition teams. Number 1, Charlotte. Second, Dallas.
And these two squads that can run the floor at a lightning pace, they piled up more than their share of fast break points last year.
Robinson against Bridges. To end the run. Good D by Ball.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the bucket by the Hornets. Robinson, a screen on Ball. The 3, Hardy. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Irving. He had 19 points in the win against Miami.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of different mindset between these teams.
And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Bridges, a screen on Oubre. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got 15 points.
The defense not doing a good job at all getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Outside Irving to get back on track. Trails in from deep.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's the long. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Miller. He's got 15. And that one's good.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
Hardy, the pass to Irving. Over MP. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. He's got 11. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Bridges. Miller on the wing. Shoots over Oubre. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Bridges. Miller's got 12 now in this quarter. Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Robinson, a screen on Ball. 3, Hardy. Gets the 3-ball to go.
The score this first period really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Ball passes to MP. Passes the long. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, if the game was coming down to the wire and the opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Cornette's checked in for Charlotte. Daniels comes in for LaMelo Ball. Now here's Doncic. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And another key for them was his rebound. Just a great effort.
Offensive rebound. Cornette. He can't get that one to fall. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on MP.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarded. They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
The Hornets making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Doncic hits them both. It's been all Hornets. Tyson. Beyond the arc. Hardy grabs the board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Doncic against MP. For three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Miller. Here's MP. Here's Tyson. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor. But his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the middle. And it's Collins with the dunk.
It's just a nice show of force by Collins. Taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Right wing. MP to pass to Daniels. Cornette sets a screen. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Softly drops in the floater. MP's got 14 points. Here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets. A home game. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Daniels. Pass to MP. Miller outside. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Miller's got 22 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Cornette. Here's Tyson. Over Doncic. Good shot by Tyson, no good. Here's Wells. Pass to the Silva. Inside. Here's Doncic. And count that. 2 points. And a chance for one more. So it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Charlotte. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Charlotte Hornets.
They made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Arnie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. A question here from astronaut Ari, who asks, is it okay to eat sushi you bought at a gas station? I thought you guys might have some thoughts on this.
No way am I touching that sushi. You don't know how long it's been out there?
Why not? Fish is fish. You go right ahead.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You gotta like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Then there's John Collins, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. On defense, the Hornets. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
This is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Passes along. MP outside. Miller Mavericks with possession. Doncic on the wing. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon, he's got rebound number 7 tonight. MP outside. Now here's Miller. Pass to Salon. The 3 from Ball. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
And Salon gets it to go.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
And here's Doncic outside. Sure, from 3-point range. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
MP outside. The 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Wells. Oh, from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. It's 10. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half to play. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Here's Doncic. Wells, the pass to Irving. No good on the triple. The Hornets have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. MP outside. Ball outside. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Now here's Irving. 11 points in the game. That one drops 4.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And Paul will bring it up here for Charlotte. Pass to MP. Ball outside. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't phase him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now here's Doncic. 18 points for him. Here's De Silva. Collins outside. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cleared away by Wells.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And Charlotte making a change here.
Second team foul. Substitution for the away team. Miles Bridges. Wilkins.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Irving. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon, he's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. MP no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. First one falls. And both free throws good for MP. The Mavericks shooting only 30% in the third quarter. He against Irving. Goes up and plays it in. Nice and easy. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
Back to ball. The three is up. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Doncic. And he makes in the layup. Doncic has got 20.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Passes along. Now MP. Here's Wilkins from 20 feet. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 7 tonight.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Doncic finds Irving. Back to Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 22 points for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Salone. 16 points for him. Screen by Bridges. All no good. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. There's Ball with a 3. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's Doncic. 22 points for him. Down low. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by Doncic. Collins has got 13 now.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Collins outside. Pass to Wells. Bridges against Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Bridges. Here's Wilkins. Cleared away by Wells.
Gotta move past that one. I mean, they wanted to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We're up 21.
Collins passes to Irving. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Doncic. He drops it from range. Doncic has got 36 points. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hornets, they've got MP, and it starts in at the 1. Here's Cornette. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Oh, it's going to go. We're having guys with 2 in the honors of the season. They Dallas Mavericks again in the NBA Finals right
And so
now.
Charlotte takes this one by a big margin to walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance